Longtime fans of Sister Wives have watched the show evolve from its original concept of following the lives of a polygamous family with one father and four moms into what it is today. Now, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown live a monogamous lifestyle, while former wives Meri Brown, Christine Brown-Woolley, and Janelle Brown rediscover themselves outside the constraints of such an unconventional marriage. Christine was the first wife to leave the family. She was followed by Meri and Janelle. The children, many of whom are grown, live in different places, and Sister Wives Season 19 followed their journeys. Because the concept has changed so drastically from what it was originally, if Sister Wives is returning for another season, they should shake things up a bit. It's still compelling to watch the family members as they head in different directions, but if the show took on a more fish-out-of-water type approach, it would show the family in a new light. It would open up a whole new world for the Brown family and allow viewers to see them in different ways than we're used to. Kody and David go on a guy's trip. Christine's ex-husband and current husband should hit the road. After Christine and Kody's contentious split, she found love again with David Woolley. The two embarked on a whirlwind romance and got married in October 2023 in Moab, Utah, with many of the Brown family in attendance. However, Kody and Robyn weren't invited to the nuptials. David and Kody have met at various family outings, but it would have been strange for Kody to attend Christine's wedding. Still, in an interesting moment from the Sister Wives Tell All Part 2, Kody revealed that he enjoyed spending time with David, even referring to him as overly handsome. Kody said he was initially nervous to meet and interact with David, especially in front of his kids. However, the experience was delightful. He even said he wished he and Robyn and Christine and David would have been able to sit down for a meal together to get to know each other better. Kody told Tell All host Sukanya Krishnan that he was much more comfortable with David than Christine, and he said that he actually enjoyed watching Christine fall in love with David, and that David was probably a decent person. When asked if he could see the two going on a double date, Kody said, "I have had conversations with David since that, just was kind of like enjoyed his company, and I had a dirty thought. I thought David and I should go on a guy's trip together. And then I went, that would just be so uncool to Christine." Despite Kody saying it wouldn't be cool for Christine, the thought of Kody and David taking a guy's trip together is exciting. They could take a road trip and each man would have to pull their weight, and here could even be a challenge aspect incorporated. It could be a take on The Amazing Race, but it's David and Kody. Only watching Kody and David interact, let alone compete, would be incredible television. Meri visits, helps out with Tata Farms. Meri is good at decorating. Since Meri left Kody, she's emerged as someone who's hungry for life and adventure. She even went to England on a solo trip because she'd never been and figured it was the perfect time to spread her wings. Meri's showing a side of herself viewers didn't get to see much of on Sister Wives, which is the fun, lighthearted side. Meri is also known as someone who loves to decorate and throw parties, since Janelle recently opened Today Farms, a flower farm in North Carolina, with daughter Madison Brown Brush. Perhaps Meri could join to help throw events on the Tata Farms property. The farm isn't open to the public yet, although branded merchandise is available through its website tatafarms.com once the farm is up and running. They plan to offer it as an event space for weddings, photo shoots, and more. Meri and Janelle have a newfound bond after leaving Kody. They teamed up to ensure they each got equal shares from the sale of Coyote Pass, the family's land they purchased in 2018. Seeing Meri integrating herself into Janelle's family, since they have a long history together, would put Meri's decorating skills to great use at Tata Farms. Christine and Janelle start a business together. The two are best friends. Christine and Janelle's tight bond was strengthened through their divorces from Kody. Both women found themselves on similar paths of self-discovery. Janelle was also inspired by Christine's relationship with David, as the two spent nearly 30 years raising their kids together as sister wives. Janelle's kids consider Christine a second mom, and vice versa. As such, the two should combine forces and start a business together. Both Christine and Janelle are business-minded and are determined to never be in the same poor financial situation they were in when married to Kody. Christine and Janelle have both opened businesses since leaving Kody. They already spend so much time together, supporting one another through various life changes, so a business would be convenient. As for what type of business the two could open, it could be centered on real estate. Christine recently bought an Airbnb and Janelle's background is in real estate. Christine and Janelle would be a killer real estate team. Kody plays matchmaker for Mary. Kody said he'd walk Mary down the aisle if she remarries. Mary was Kody's first wife, the long-suffering woman who stood back and let Kody bring in 2 more wives, and then legally divorce Mary so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children from her first marriage. Mary was always obedient, even as she saw her marriage falling apart. She showed up for the family, and felt like Kody abandoned her when he stopped actively trying to make the marriage work. Still, Mary and Kody have come to a new understanding with their relationship after their divorce. In a much-talked-about scene from Sister Wives Season 19, Kody and her brother-in-law Nathan helped Mary move from Arizona to Utah. Kody and Mary's relationship took on a new tone, very lighthearted and even slightly flirtatious. Kody called Mary his favorite ex-wife, and the two had a playful experience, aside from Mary's confusion at Kody's emotional outburst at her leaving. Kody even said that should Mary ever remarry, he'd want to walk her down the aisle. Kody and Mary could get their own spin-off dating, Bachelor style, except Kody sets Mary up with a bevy of available men. It could be called Find My Wife a Husband, something irreverent and poking fun at the non-traditional structure of polygamous families. Kody would walk Mary down the aisle if she chose to marry any of her suitors. Robyn, Janelle, Mary, and Christine bring back My Sister Wife's Closet. The online jewelry store needs a comeback. In early seasons of Sister Wives, the 4 wives came up with an idea for a jewelry business where they designed custom pieces that would be meaningful for polygamous families. In fact, on the website, mysisterwifescloset.com, there's a message announcing that the shop will be back up and running soon, along with a link and newsletter to sign up to receive updates. Still, the store hasn't posted on Instagram in 6 years, so a comeback might seem unlikely. If the women were able to put aside their differences and revamp My Sister Wife's Closet for a 2025 audience, they could add a wellness element, like items to assist with self-care and meditation. The women could push the products on social media and enlist their kids to help too. It would prove that the Browns will always be family, especially when there's a potential profit involved. The entire family starts a moving business. The Browns are experienced when it comes to relocating. Sister Wives has followed the Brown family for 10+ years, and that includes all the trials and tribulations of a family that size. From birthdays and celebrations to difficult moments, like divorce and death, the Browns have always been open about showing all. In addition to those poignant moments, the Browns have moved probably dozens of times throughout the run of the show. There have been numerous scenes of them packing all their belongings and stacking them neatly in moving vans, all perfectly coordinated and efficient. Whether they're fleeing in the middle of the night or moving on after a failed marriage, the Browns love moving, and they love the road trip that normally ensues. They should open a moving company, My Sister Wife's Movers, and make use of all their experience. It would be reality TV gold and an interesting way to keep the Browns on TV for a long time.